Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Start it off, man.
Well, we're here, man. We're here once again. It's another episode, man. We got somebody special in the house tonight. What's up, friend?
What up? What's good?
How are you?
I'm good.
We got the one and only Chef Dro is with Tsunami Digital Media tonight on the podcast. Chef Dro is here, man.
This is where we would have like round of applause buttons and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we ain't
We're
got
not there yet.
We're not there yet.
There we go.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, man. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
We started this, 7 weeks ago now? 8 weeks ago?
Yeah, 8 or 9 weeks ago.
We've
been talking about it forever, but
and
this
we
is
wanted
episode 8.
Yes, episode 8, and ever since we started, it was like, man, we got to get people on the show, and the first person I thought it was you, getting you on the show.
8 is a good number.
Yeah, it is
like
a
that.
good number. It's a beautiful number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So who are you, and what do you do?
Chef Dro.
Okay.
I cook. I cater. A lover of music. I try to intertwine both together.
Mm-hmm.
Just out here doing what I love to do.
Very cool. Now, that's the only thing you're doing now? You're self-employed, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Fully. I just hit 2 years.
2 years.
That's dope.
I saw that on social media the other day, and that's what I was like. We got to get her on now. And now's the time, because that's a big accomplishment, man. 2 years on your own.
Yes.
What's that been like? My goodness.
A roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
A roller coaster ride. It definitely has its ups and downs, but it's more ups and downs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
I'm still here.
Well, so I met you. We were both working at an early childhood center. You were cooking up delicious, healthy, nutritious meals for the children, and I was in the classroom wrangling them. Mm-hmm. And that's where I met you.
Yeah, that's the last job I had.
That's the last one?
Yeah, it's the last job I've had.
Dude, that's...
Yeah. Since then, it's
I
just
knew
been...
you. I knew you then. That was the last job for real?
Yeah, that's the last time.
Great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's crazy. So, what made you make that leap? Like, all of a sudden, it was just time? Did you know? Like, what was going on with that?
Fed up.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of jobs. Not because of my work ethic, but I just think I wasn't fitting, especially with corporate situations, or just you have to do things their way.
Yeah.
You can't do it your way.
Mm.
Everything's by the book. So.
And not your book.
No. I like to, especially when it comes to food, I like to be free with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an art.
Right.
It's an art form.
Can't be forced.
Mm-mm. So you had enough was enough.
Yeah.
And you were done. That's so funny. That was your last job when we were together.
Right.
That was 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Where'd the time go? That's wild.
It's flying.
Yeah. And you were one of the first people I shoved a camera in front of when I started doing this a couple years ago.
I'm your inspiration. I like that.
That's right.
Thank
you
you.
heard it here, folks.
Thank
The
you.
whole reason Tsunami Digital Media is live today is Landreps. She's the reason.
Yes. I will take that.
No, you're so talented and you're so much fun to be around, and we've worked with you in the past, and it's always fun, man. So yeah, we did that pop-up that one time. You had your pop-up. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We came out there and filmed, man. You were busy that night.
Yeah. That was a good time.
No,
yeah.
that was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real good time. Man, you had a lot of people in there that night.
Right.
Now,
I think that was like my second pop-up.
Yeah, no, you were real excited about it.
No, matter of fact, that was my first pop-up.
It was?
Yeah, that was my first pop-up.
Yeah, and you wanted to get it documented.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was a great day. You know what's funny about that day? I don't know if Tony ever told you this. I guess no. That was the day we got almost pulled over. Or what was it? There was like a cop.
No, we didn't get almost pulled over. We got pulled over.
We got pulled over. That's right.
We got pulled over because that spot was in a
On the way there or the way back?
On the way there.
On the way there.
Yeah. And side note, it is what it is. I had some metal on me that day. So it was weird. Like, I'm licensed or whatever, we're good. But it was weird getting pulled over when you got that on you in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you don't know how that can go.
Yeah, no. So I don't know if Matt remembers, but because of that, I was like I shut off the car, put my hands up, and I was like,
this dude went through the whole.
Yeah.
He was like, and my wallet is going here.
Right.
My hands are. on here, and the window is down, and I was like, dude, what's good?
That's wild. That's life right now.
Yeah, no, I don't, because they say that, you know, depending on like who you are as far as the conspiracy theories and stuff like that, they say, oh no, you don't got to tell them, they don't know. They know.
Yeah.
Because I got a concealed carry, so they know for sure. They got your fingerprints and everything. So I'm like, I didn't tell them I had it though, but I just made sure I acted, you know, conduct yourself accordingly.
Yeah, and it was really, if I remember, it was like raining like crazy that day. It was like a really nasty weather that day, and like
he said I did an illegal U-turn
right in front of your pop-up too.
Yeah, right in front of it. Like
right, it was so funny. I was
and we still got there on time.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do.
Did.
That's right. Always.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So what's the goal? What's the goal for you? Because I mean, are you gonna have your own spot eventually?
Yeah, I know. I always get that question. I think that's what I'm working on.
Because that's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah, it's still in debate, as in if I want like a restaurant or do I just want to keep doing catering. I like catering though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure it's because it's just you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just you.
I'm slowly building a team. I've been manifesting a team this year.
Okay.
I have one person
right
now. So I think I have two because she's on and off. So yeah, I have two people.
Now are they're cooking for you, with you? They're kind of okay, cool, with me. Very nice. Yeah. Okay,
so it's just more of I need a team.
Yeah.
Once I get a team, I can pretty much.
That's the thing. Your projects get bigger and bigger.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do everything by yourself.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, that was kind of like with me and Tony. It was like, we could do certain things by ourselves, but it's like, you know, you get to a point where. And it's more fun.
Right.
It's more fun to do with somebody else too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But that's great. Yeah, because I remember when we were first hanging out. When it was like me and James, we came over to your place. When I reconnected with Crystal and all that. You know, you were talking about. I mean, I don't know. Stop me if this is something that's already you're out of your wheelhouse. But what was it? Beats and brunch or something like that?
Well, right now, I do a brunch at Suite 1200.
Yeah.
So
I saw the ad.
So that's kind of like the vibe I'm trying to provide a little bit.
Tell us a little bit about that. What's that about? Where's that at? And what's the deal with that?
Off Granby. I think it's 731 Granby Street. It's right across the street from the Greyhound station. 12 to 3 every Sunday. They've been. I talked to them not too long about like letting me pick DJs. Because Sundays I want to like provide like a vibe.
Yeah.
You know, so just like a different vibe too. Because we don't really have that out here. Like brunches with like DJs and, you know, just setting the whole tone. That's more. I get more of that in like DC and like different cities, major cities.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know,
I don't know of anything like that here in Virginia Beach.
Right. So it's been growing. It's like it'll be the 5th week next week.
The 5th brunch you've done there?
Yeah.
Nice, man. So, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go and check it out.
Right. So it's just a dope little vibe, buffet, endless mimosas.
Nice.
So
endless mimosas.
Right.
Don't tell my wife that.
Right. So by 2.
Don't tell me that.
Right.
Dude, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it just you providing the food, or are other people providing food as well?
No, it's just me.
It's just you. That's
me
crazy. How did you come into that?
Me and Dougie. That's my sous chef.
Okay.
So we get it going. I buy all the food, do all the food, just all me.
How long is that prep? That's got to be pretty long.
No, it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Breakfast is easy.
Okay.
You can knock that out. But it is growing. So
yeah.
Now we're at the point where I got to get there a little earlier. So
you got to go to bed earlier the night before. You got to get early.
Right.
That's crazy. How many people usually like show up? I mean, how big is the place? Is my question.
It's a decent size. So I guess we could say, like my most is like 100.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's growing.
I was about to say, I'm sure you've seen some growth.
Yes.
Very cool, man.
Yes.
Nice. And what's it called exactly again?
Suite 1200.
Suite 1200.
Yeah.
Brunch on Sundays.
Right. The homie Chef Skip put me on.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Chef Skip sounds real familiar. Ain't that right there in Green Run?
He's got a place right down the street.
Yeah.
Right?
We drive past it.
Yeah, we drive past it all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
He does the nice little he puts like the Hawaiian
with the flour.
The flour on the
That's
fish.
his whole thing. You can eat that flour too.
Yeah. It's a plumeria, right? Plumeria flour. Yeah, it's beautiful. They had that in Hawaii.
Yeah.
When I lived out there. I mean, I never munched on them, but you know.
Yeah, nah.
Cool, man.
I wouldn't suggest munching on them. But
so I mean, how did you come into that?
We went to school with each other, culinary school. So we've always we worked with each other a few times before, and he's always like tried to put me on and help me out. So he's like looked out a lot.
Dude, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Right.
Well, I want to hear more about this. Now, are you still doing Food Trucks of Virginia?
No.
Oh, okay.
No longer affiliated with Food Trucks of Virginia.
Okay, we're done with that. We're not even going to talk about it anymore.
Right, it was a nice run. You know, it was a nice run. It was.
Well,
dope.
yeah, you were featured in the paper.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was big.
Because that's not your thing, or it didn't work out with them.
It just didn't work out with them.
It's something you would get back into. I
That's
asked
so funny.
because I got an uncle that does he's a hot dog vendor in Norfolk, and he does pretty good for himself, and that's all he does.
Right.
So it's like in Norfolk, you can set up
I believe that.
cart or whatever, or a food truck, and you do real good.
See, but that's the thing. Like, people think like you get a food truck and then you're good. It's like,
Right.
oh, I get a food truck, I got food. They'll pull up. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
It takes a while to build that rapport up and just getting people regulars. It was good for me, as in getting to feed more people.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a nice little following and built up my following even more. So it was a very dope experience for me.
Very cool.
So,
But all right. Well, that's nice, man.
yeah, food trucks, they're cool though. I just wish they were more. They're big out here, but not as big as they are in other areas. So it really just depends on your following and where you're located.
Yeah, I don't see them too often out here.
Yeah.
Well, Virginia Beach is like real restrictive when it comes to stuff like that. Like Norfolk is more open, Portsmouth is more open, but Virginia Beach is like, they make it pretty difficult. They don't like it. They got like a certain image they want to uphold, and like street meat to them is like a lot of times it's like, nah, we don't want that crowd or whatever. Like they don't like it.
Because I see from time to time, I've been there a few times. Where's the there's a brewery. It used to be Green Flag.
That's the thing. Breweries,
Yeah.
you know, it's industrial, so you have to have
You got to have something come in.
something come in. So
Yeah, what I'm saying is that's the only time I've ever seen like food trucks in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get plugged in with that, you're good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people drinking, they'll eat.
Yeah, man. So you catering weddings?
Yes.
Very nice. How's that? Is that fun?
That's everything. I
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, weddings are fun, man.
Yeah,
Weddings are fun.
I did 3 weddings last year.
Nice.
Yeah. So
What's the goal this year? How many you gonna do this year?
if I can do another 3, I'm good with that.
There you go.
It's a lot.
Yeah, no, we know about that, man.
Right.
I mean, I can't even imagine on the food side though.
Yeah. Food
You
side,
able to provide them liquor and stuff?
No.
No,
Nah.
because that's a
Just-
whole different thing too. Like that's a whole different set.
Right. Just
Hoops
just
you got to jump through.
right. Just Hennessy sauce.
Oh yeah,
That's as far as the liquor goes.
Yeah. Just Hennessy sauce.
That's crazy. Yeah, so okay, that's a nice segue. So you have a very distinct way of preparing food. You kind of have your signature style now. Tell us more about how you what goes into your food, like your story behind how you cook.
Just fresh. Fresh. Love. Dope playlists. Just good vibes. Fill it out. Run with it. Yeah, it's not. I don't make it too complicated. So.
Simple is
Yeah,
key, man.
Yeah, it's just real simple. And I just play around with a lot of stuff. I play around with it.
Yeah, you like to experiment a little bit.
Yeah, I play around with different things. Cause like even when I first met you, I had just made that Hennessy sauce not
it was
too
out of
long
control.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just playing around with things and doing a little research. I got a lot of food books and tapping back into things I learned in school, things of that nature. Plus I've worked at so many different restaurants, so I literally apply all of that to everything I've ever done.
Yeah, man. I'm sure you got some crazy restaurant stories. I know y'all cooks. That's a whole different world back there.
It's wild. It's wild.
I mean, I know I've had friends that are servers. I've had friends that are cooks, and it's kind of like hush hush. It's like, oh no, yeah, we have fun, and they don't really.
It's
talk
two
about
different worlds.
No, for sure.
Back of the house, front of the house, life.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. Those are like your mandatory holidays.
Yeah, man.
Gets wild.
Dang. So how many restaurants have you worked at? Would you say? Would you know? I mean, is it 5, 10, 20?
Probably about 10.
Nice.
10 to 12.
Wow.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, 10 to 12.
Very cool. But you like working for yourself, though.
Yes, I love working for myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, how does it work with you? I mean, what is most of your business? Where does most of it come from?
Well, I started cooking at the house. And that just started getting so wild. Like, it'd be like a line outside my house.
Yeah, because you were like placing orders on Instagram. That was the thing, right? That was like the newer thing a couple years ago.
I still do that, from time to time since I no longer do the food truck. But from before the food truck, it was wild. And then it was like, all right, now we're on a food truck, so even better.
Yeah.
So it got even wilder with the food truck. It'd be a line wrapped around the food truck.
That's crazy.
Which is cool too. But I still do certain meals and things like that. But mostly it's just catering, bulk orders, things of that nature.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
And brunch on Sundays.
Yeah.
I'm working on a brunch on Saturdays. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I got a meeting this week, so we're trying to work on something else.
Because sometimes I want brunch on a Saturday.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't have to be Sunday, right?
Right.
I want choices.
What if I got to go to work Monday and I can't get right? So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So, other than you, who's the best chef in this area?
Best chef in the area.
Tony's pretty good.
I survive is what I do.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough question, right?
Well, I mean,
on the spot.
he asked you that, and I'm like, I don't got to answer for who's the next best videography team.
Yeah, no, I don't
either.
either. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, because
we need to start networking.
Yeah, because I'm not going to front. All I do is eat Chinese food.
I had Chinese food today, and I had it yesterday.
I plan on having Chinese food when I leave here.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, best Chinese food in the area. Where's your favorite spot?
Number one over there in Lynn Haven.
Dude.
yeah. Straight up.
Ready? Here we go. Ready? Check it out. Number one Chinese family up here. Hi, number one. And I always call him number one. Dude, number one. Right there by Sky Zone. Yeah, dude. They're the best.
Yeah,
they are
wild,
number one.
And it's wild that there's another Chinese spot like right next to it.
The other one is China food.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're there.
And they get destroyed.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you doing
This
here?
is when I knew number one was killing it. When I called to place a delivery, because I always got delivery, and they don't deliver no more.
Yeah, they don't deliver.
They don't deliver because they were just like, there's too much.
Yeah.
There's too much going. There's too much food. We can't be having people running in and out of here with orders. I need them in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, number one Chinese food. That's so funny, man.
That's plug.
Yeah, no, number one is off the hook. They have this vegetable fried rice.
Yeah, everything is good. Chicken wings are love.
It's very, very fresh.
Yeah, everything is fresh. It's always packed in there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, me and Tony go right down the like that same shopping minute. We go to we eat sushi at the Sakura, Japanese restaurant right there.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's a
we
good
like
spot
that
too.
Yeah, we like that a lot.
That spot.
You go there at lunch, it's cheap. All you can eat.
Yeah.
Well, cheap for what it is.
Right, it's like $12.
Yeah, it's like $12-13, and you can just keep eating.
Yeah.
And we do.
Yeah. I love that
Number
spot.
one Chinese food, 5 mini. That's fantastic, man. Love number one. Shut up, Tony. They do. Mr. Cole, that's what they say. Oh, Mr. Cole. They know me over there.
Yeah, they do get to know you.
They know you.
Yeah,
and we used to live very close. Tony's right there too. I mean, I guess we're still pretty close. But every time I've tried anywhere else, I'm just like, it's not number one. It's not number one.
Right, I'm good
not
on
number
it.
one.
Yeah.
The name. They nailed it.
They
knew
knew what it was.
They knew what it was. They knew. There's a new number one on
Oh
Farrell Parkway.
I'm good
I'm
on
like,
that
I don't
one.
know about that.
Nah, I don't want it new.
I don't need it new.
I just need a number one.
I don't need it new.
Yeah, I'm good on it.
Very cool, man. Very cool. So, man, 2 years all by yourself.
Yes.
It's crazy. I mean, I still work part-time. I do part-time work. I do like 20 hours at the aquarium every week. You know, Tony's doing stuff for Norfolk, City of Norfolk. We're trying to get to that point. Yeah. We're trying to get there. You know, we're trying to get there.
You're almost there.
So did you build it up or did you just jump?
A little bit of both. This is like my third time jumping. So this time I jumped and I actually stayed.
Wow, 3 times.
Yeah.
So each time what happened? Because we like talking, I mean, you don't have to, but we like talking about the mess ups because me and Matt were like, we tired of hearing everybody's highlight reel. It's like we want to hear like, I went bankrupt and I had $40,000 on credit cards and I had to go back to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff we want to hear because it's like the difference between the successful companies and the people that are just living their dream is that there's nobody in the middle telling you what to watch out for.
Right.
Like it's always like the billionaires and it's like, nah, we don't need to let you know anything because we're up here. It's like there's nobody in between like really like feeding game back.
Right.
So do you remember, I mean, when was the first time when you were like, okay, here we go?
The first time I was like, all right, I'm going to just sell food. I hadn't finished culinary school yet. I did like a year of it and I quit. Because I forgot what it was. I think I couldn't like...
You quit culinary school?
Yeah, I quit culinary school. I had so much going on, so I was like, all right, I'm going to just quit on that. Started doing meals. They were good. They were doing all right. And then I think something happened with my car. My car broke down or something like that. I was running my car around because I was delivering to all 7 cities.
Wow, you were all over the place.
Yeah, I was just trying to get whatever money I could. So I was like, all right, well, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah.
Cool. So second time, it just still wasn't working. I was just like scared to just like not be. I think I was my own worst enemy, to be honest. Like I was just like talking myself out of everything.
It's crazy how that works, man.
Right.
You're your biggest critic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Biggest doubter sometimes too.
Right.
You know?
So like the third time, it was just like, all right, just kind of everything kind of happened. I was like, it was around tax time. So I was like, all right, I'll just hold on to my taxes, do what I got to do. I can pay all my bills. I'll be good. And I'll just ride this thing out. I had unemployment. I was like, okay, between my taxes, unemployment, I should be able to be good for a while. So even when all that money ran out, I started still being good. So I was like, all right, cool. Let's just keep it going.
So that was like the first metric. You were like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm doing okay.
Right.
I'm still above water.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because that's all it really is. And just like laying low and pretty much not doing shit.
Yeah.
So
you gotta keep every penny, man.
Yeah, like just doing nothing. Like I sat in the house for like a year straight. Like the first year, I didn't do shit.
Wow,
like
man.
I still really don't do that much. I'm getting there as things progress, but you really can't do nothing. Like it's a sacrifice to not be able to move around the way you want to.
I'm so glad you said that, man, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like, oh, you got your own business. That's got to be so killer, dude. That's crazy. For a whole year, you sat at home and it was like, I'm here.
Right.
That's it.
But we talk about that. We've talked about before where people don't want to do the sacrifice of not going to the movies every other weekend or buying sneakers every month. And it's like you bring that stuff up and people get offended.
Right.
It's like, don't tell me what to do. Like, don't count my pockets or whatever. And it's like, but if you really want it, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to go without. And the thing is, you can have those things later. It's like now you're in grind mode. Like now you're going to have to go a year, 2 years, 3 years. You might go 5 years not being able to do the things you used to.
Yeah.
That stuff is going to come back. And it's like people give up because it's like, nah, I got to buy the video games every week. I got to do this. It's like, you look at how much money you really spending on nonsense.
Yeah, it's good. It is when you do get the money to do what you want to do, you'll be able to do it 10 times way better than you were doing it when you're struggling to do it. So it's just so much more.
It's like you got to relearn how to live, man.
Right.
You know?
You do.
So are you at a point, without giving out any specifics, but are you at a point now where you're comfortable, like you kind of can gauge how much you're going to expect like over a certain period of time? Because when we're doing our thing, there's always going to be uncertainty. You're always going to have to grind forever. That's just going to be part of it. But are you at a point now where you're kind of comfortable, like I know I'm straight for like a year or 6 months, or I know I'm good?
Well, I know the business is going to come. I know that, and I'm also still learning, because it's my second year, still learning the season of things. Because like pretty much with like food, you're going to be busy from like now until November. It's those holiday months that you got to go through and just like stay good with that and not get discouraged or back out, because holidays gets a little rough. But you know, with catering and things like that, what I do, like if I had a restaurant, it would be horrible. Those months are trash. Nobody cares to eat out around that time.
Yeah.
Because you're with your family, you don't want to do too much.
Yeah, everybody's at home.
Money, you know, you got to buy these gifts, do this, do that. So it's like you just have to be ready for that. Prepare yourself for that. But yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I've gotten out of stop worrying myself to death. Because that's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of worrying, or I didn't want to spend anything. I'm learning that the more I spend, the more I make. It's really just.
You talk about investing back into your own thing, right?
Yeah, well, even spending a little money on myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I was getting real bad with just not doing anything. Like.
And that was starting to affect your psyche a little bit. You
Yes.
felt like you weren't even you anymore.
Yeah, people are like, you don't do shit for yourself at all. Like, just go out. Even just having a drink. Even to this day, like now, like I'll go out soon as I go. Sometimes when I'm out, I'll get sent money. Somebody hits me up about a gig or catering or are you available or whatever. And it just reassurance that I'm good.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome,
stop
man.
worrying yourself to death.
That's sage advice.
Right.
Because it is very worrisome.
Yeah. And don't be scared to spend money. Don't be scared to spend money.
Because it's very similar to us. It's a gig lifestyle. You know, you're going from gig to gig to gig. Unless you're getting some crazy contract, like a year contract with somebody. But
Right.
Very, very rare.
Right.
But yeah, man.
And even still, that could get taken away. You got to diversify as much as you can. Like, you can't rely. That's like a dangerous thing. That's what I worry about. Like, I don't ever want to be so top heavy on one customer.
Right.
Like, I don't want one customer to be 95% of the business.
Then all of a sudden, boom.
Because we're going to treat everybody, like, amazing. But things happen, man. Like, right now, we're working on some government contracts and stuff. And in those situations, we can make a fantastic impression with the boss there. But that person could retire. They can get fired. And then you lost everything. So you got to have like a wide range of clients that you can kind of like, okay, I lost this one, I can make it up over here. So, I mean, what you been doing to trying to grow?
The grind is endless.
Yeah.
Well, this year has been like a rebranding. So going out a little bit more, more business cards, running more promos. The brunch is helping me out a lot, you know, get my name out there in a different light. So it's just, this year is a little bit different for me because I actually have like a real platform. You know, having a space to display what I can do.
Yeah.
So
that's important.
Yeah. But I've been working on different things. I want to start working on merch. Cool. I kind of want to get back to a little bit of like, I love music. I make a lot of different like playlists and things of that nature. You know, working on things like that. I want to have the multiple streams.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's like, we know we do videos, but like we're always thinking of ways that we could be using that to do not just making videos for people. You know what I mean? Like we do voiceover work, you know, okay, that could be something.
This right here is something people have been interested in. We've been getting a lot of inquiries about like, hey, how much do I got to pay you to do a podcast or whatever. So
we come to you and we just
trying to stretch out to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could take this on the go. Like we can go do this in somebody's house right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just spreading yourself out a little bit. It's still doing what we love. Like it's still part of the core business, but it's just looking for other avenues.
Yeah, because right now I kind of just been like chilling, trying to figure out what I want to do next. Because like money-wise, I'm good, but it's like, what's next?
What's the next step? What's the next evolution?
Yeah, like how can I do something else that I love or just step it up? Or, you know, I don't want to just get stuck in doing just that and then that's all I'm doing. So I definitely feel that aspect.
Word.
I think to me, like the thing that excites me about like working for ourselves is I told Matt a bunch of times, like I gauge success on whenever we're creating jobs for other people, then I feel like I made it. Like that's when I want to get to that point. Like I don't know, like right now, everything is possible. But right now I feel like I could really see us like in the next few years, like having like 2 or 3 people in here helping us out with stuff.
For sure.
And it's like, I don't know, maybe one day we'll have a whole like warehouse and 50 employees or whatever. But right now I think like very realistically in the near future, we could have like 2 or 3 people helping us out.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I was saying earlier, the whole manifesting a team. So I can grow.
That's the next step. You can't do everything by yourself.
Yeah, and I'm out here always trying to do everything by myself, like weddings and everything. Like I feel like I can just do everything and it's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain things you can do, for sure.
Yeah. But I need the help.
Where you want to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I said it earlier. It's like me and Tony, man. There's just, we could literally do 10 times bigger projects together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and there's like there's other peripheral benefits too, because it's like the hard days are gonna come, right? And when you're going through it with somebody too, you can like, it's easy to lean on somebody that's in the same boat with you. Like that helps out, because there's moments where it's like, yo, like that was nuts what just happened, and to be able to have that conversation with somebody that was there,
right, that understands it.
Yeah,
helps. Or like the nervous moments when you walk up to somebody, it's like you in that room by yourself and you got to pitch this idea. It's like, it's good to like somebody else next to you. It's like I'm not by myself completely, but
right, cause
you grow
you
to that
story,
point.
Nobody understands it.
Yeah, man.
They're like, oh, okay,
cool.
All right, that's what happened. Oh.
Dope, man. Sure. Dope. I got to go to this brunch. Now I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, I know. I should have brought some food.
When you say that, when's the next one?
Sunday.
This
Sunday. It's every Sunday. 12,
hopefully Saturday soon.
Ain't we working Sunday? I think we're working on getting something Sunday.
Oh no, because we might have to come.
Oh no, with Daquan, because Daquan's doing his sneaker tub thing.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
right.
But that's the
Sunday
weekend's been getting packed for us.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
season's picking up.
Yeah, January there was nothing.
Yeah.
January was nothing. December was nothing.
Funny though, it's like we had in December there was a lot of things happening in January for us, and like almost all of it fell through.
Well, it's not so much that it fell through. You know what happened? That's a difference of like revenue right there, because revenue is like money that you can count on, but you haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like we had a ton of, we still have it. Like those same people that told us in December, in January we're gonna do all these things, they pushed it back. It's like February and March, and that's where the government thing comes into play. Like not just government things, but it's just like when you're dealing with businesses, a lot of times it's just video is not the number one priority, and it makes sense because you got things that are gonna make you money right now.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And they've got to put out certain fires and stuff too. So it's like we keep in contact, and it's like we're gonna do those things, but it's like it got to get pushed back. Like nothing you guys did, but it's just like right now we're dealing with these fires and these priorities and stuff, and then we put stuff back.
That's why you got to diversify, man. You got to have multiple streams.
Yeah,
you got to be doing a lot of different things.
You really do.
And you got to be real disciplined. You can't blow through all your money.
Yes.
Because when you start working for yourself too, it's like you can make a couple grand in one shot. Like in one weekend, you pull in a couple grand. It's like you wouldn't do that at a regular job.
Right, and then you'll fuck around and won't have anything for for something like that.
Starving, and then complaining to everybody else.
I want to hear more of that. It's like I know that's happened.
Yes, it happens.
You
all
hit the jackpot
time.
a few times, and you're
yes,
like,
I'm
killing
good,
it.
and then it's like,
and then all of a sudden it's real.
shit. Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I'm glad I was good because
Yeah,
that
I'm glad I
covered me
got
for a month or two.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now for us, we've been too scared to spend it. Like it's just like
for real.
Yeah, that's
we've
what-
had like a ton of money in the account. And we're
And
like,
it's just sitting there.
Yeah, you
And
got
it's like-
to. Yeah.
It's like, do we go get the new thing that's gonna? I don't know.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Let it ride for a minute, man.
Right.
and
That's crazy.
If you think about it, we probably could have been doing this full time last year. We probably could have, but it's just what we never tell each other what to do with our shares of the money. That's just our little rule. Like we're grown men, we trust each other. But coincidentally, we were both in situations where we had to do some financial catch up. There was debts, there was a lot of stuff. So it was like we had the biggest. We had some of the biggest paydays we ever seen in our lives, especially like getting it ourselves. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like that's how much money we made on our own, like just on the side.
Yeah.
But then it was like, what the wise thing is, get out of debt. Because then when we do the jump, we don't have a debt hanging over our head, like credit cards and cars and all this stuff. It's
Right.
because you're still gonna have that worry. I feel like we talked to a few people that got their own business, and they're like, the worry never really goes away. Like you're always gonna have like I gotta make sure I get my next meal, like, and you're gonna have those months where you're like, man,
understand that. They don't understand that, and I try to like stress that to a lot of people. Like, what? How can you not understand that? Like,
Well, I mean, people have only known a certain thing their whole life.
right.
The 9 to 5 thing.
Yeah.
And that security. And
Well,
I think
and
a lot of people take that for granted too. Sometimes
And that's
they
what
don't
people
understand.
are scared about, though.
Yeah.
They're scared about that security. They're like, oh, well, I won't have insurance. I won't do this. I won't do that. And
It's a lot. I mean, I get it. That's
It
why
is.
everybody's not their own business owner.
It is.
It
It
takes
is.
a special kind of crazy person.
yeah, you got to be slightly retarded.
You got to be a little wild.
well,
right?
I think you have to hit the floor a few times. Like
Oh,
I think if anybody has the unfortunate experience of getting fired, this working for yourself makes a lot more sense. Because once you hit the bottom, it's like I was joking with Matt the other day. I'm like, if anything ever happens in any of our part-time situations or whatever, and somebody's like, I gotta let you go. I was joking with Matt. I'm like, what you gonna do? Take money from me? Like I've lost money.
Right.
Like money comes and goes. I go get that back like tomorrow.
Somewhere else. Yeah.
Like it's not the end of the world, and you got to hit the bottom to kind of get that realization, because that security like of having a job, that's like perceived. That's like the Matrix. That's like you think that's secure, but then you get fired. Then your boss comes in a bad mood.
Isn't
'cause
that
he fought
crazy?
with his wife in
Right.
the weekend.
You
It's
think
like-
you're secure and all.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I
sure.
love when you say that, Tony. It's like all it could take is your boss to have one bad night, and he comes in the next morning.
Yeah, no, his
And
wife
you're out.
yelled at him or whatever, and
And
he's
you're out.
coming in and it's like, hey, I don't like the work you're doing, or like what. I'm be honest, what happened with me is my position was given to a manager's friend. It's like, nah, you're in a position I want to give to somebody else.
See ya, you're out.
And I had a track record of doing my work well, like one of the the highest producing people in the company, and it's like, nah, you're in a spot that I want to give to my friends, so it's time to move you out. And it's like, wow, like it really wakes you up.
Like that.
It might be safer. It is, because it's good to not have to worry about the stuff you mentioned, like putting the money aside for insurance, because that's a mess too. Because
Yeah.
insurance by yourself is expensive.
Yeah.
And then you start realizing, like, wait a minute. Because it actually, I mean, when you're in a group plan or whatever, yeah, it comes down. But really, your employer does pay a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, you get like $100 taken out of your check, but your employer is still putting out like $200 a month on your behalf. And then you get exposed to like, wow, like I really got to pay $300 a month on my own now. Like, and you need insurance. Like, it's rough out here. But nah, man, that's perceived. Like that's really the matrix. That's the gas they give you that they oh no, that goes in a whole nother conversation. I was in here ranting with Matt about how the education system is built for you to be a worker bee.
Yeah.
And it's like the government decides what kids are gonna learn, and then the government tells you, I'm gonna give you a loan. How much you want? You want $100 grand?
Right.
And it's like,
I'm gonna give it to you.
School loans. School is the only loan that they would give you without a job.
Right.
Anywhere else in the United States, if you want a loan,
you gotta provide income.
You gotta show me your income statement. You gotta show me your credit check.
Wild.
But we take children and we say, you want $100 grand? Here you go. And then you can't do nothing. You can't claim bankruptcy. You're stuck with that loan for your whole life.
I'm stuck with it now.
It's
wild,
tough,
man.
It's tough. I'm in the swing of that now. I finished school fairly recently, like a year and a half ago, and now it's time to just start throwing money at it.
It's crazy. My wife has student loans, and I was very fortunate. I used the GI Bill from my time in the military, so I never really saw that. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy. It's crazy how expensive it is.
Yeah, and that's why people wonder why people are always in school. They don't want to pay the shit back.
Right, they don't want to
leave. That's the game.
They're like,
stay in it.
I'll just go back.
Right.
I'm just going to go ahead and get this other master's.
Yeah, there's like 4 different kinds of degrees. Okay, I'm going to get that one. I'm going to go back and get that one. I'll get the doctorate, and I'll go back.
So by the time I'm done, maybe I'll be 50. And
But you get $100,000 loan to go earn 50.
Dude. That's so true.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it just doesn't, like, I got 2 kids and a third on the way. And I was telling Matt, I was like, I'm never going to tell the kids you have to go to college. I tell them you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
If college is what you want to do, then I want to see that you did some research and there's a plan as to why you want to go get a $70,000 loan. Because that's the thing, like, you go in debt for 70 grand and then you go make 45. Like, how does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm. I wish we pumped trade schools just as
That's
much
what it needs to be. It needs to be more
college.
trade. Just
Isn't it wild?
get a
It's
skill.
like they're going.
Yeah.
It's like you don't hear about them. It was weird. We went to Votech the other day.
I went to Votech.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Votech?
Yeah, I
Did
went
you
to
do cooking?
Votech. No. It's weird. My mom didn't want me to do it. My mom was like, no, don't do it.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't know why. So,
That actually seems like a stereotypical thing for like a parent to say, like cooking, music, photography. Like
Right.
there's certain things that's like you're never gonna be
Acting,
like anything with
you
that.
know.
yeah, but my dad, he always said that those are jobs that aren't going anywhere. Cooking.
That's true.
People gotta eat.
Everybody
people
gotta eat. It's like hospitals,
and doctors.
People gonna be
are
sick.
gonna be sick. People gotta eat.
People gotta eat.
Yeah, there's no way around
man.
those 2 things. So yeah, I went
That's
to
crazy.
Votech
You went to Votech?
for graphic imaging technology.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I know how to
Okay.
run like print presses and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Things that I don't use now.
Yeah, wait, hey, what, dude?
I mean,
I got a
want me
degree.
to-
I got a degree in early childhood, man.
If you
Come
want
on.
me to run a 4-color press, I got you.
But you know what's
funny?
good about that?
Hold on, I got.
Now, what's good about that is what I was telling Matt about the school thing again, because we tell kids, take a loan out, go learn this. You don't even know if he's going to like that. He's
Yeah.
never done a day in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Like my daughter, she says she wants to be a vet, and the other day we had to put our dog down, and I'm like, if you can't deal with that situation, then maybe you don't need to be a vet.
Right.
Like, it sounds messed up, but in the job of a vet, you're going to have to deal with this.
Yeah.
So it's like these kids really should be taught, go to trade school, or at least take a couple years off between high school and college, go out there and work. Go work for free.
Yeah.
You want to be a chef, then hit somebody up and say, I want to work in your kitchen for a little bit. Let me see what that's like before I go to school and start chasing that
And parents
and throw
support
myself on the loan.
that. Support that if you can. Support that if you
Right.
can. Because Votech, it was like a, dude. It's so weird going over there. It was like a barren. It was like a ghost town over there, man. It was
Nobody
just
was in there?
No, there was kids there, but like it just.
It didn't
I don't
seem like
know.
it was full for real. It didn't seem. It was a
seemed
regular
like-
school day, and it didn't. Maybe they're really well behaved and they just quiet.
I don't know. It was like no one was there, man.
When I
Yeah.
went there, Votech was cool. Everybody liked what they were doing. It was just real chill. They would just let you do you, which I liked.
My mom worked at Votech at the early childhood. She taught early childhood to the high schoolers there, and they ran the daycare there. And she spent the last like 10 years of her career at Votech. So I was over there a lot, hanging out with her and seeing her classroom. But yeah, the trade schools, man, where are they going?
Yeah, bring back trade schools. Pump those.
I mean, they're here, they're there, but like,
Nobody mentions them.
right,
I feel like they're not. I feel like they're not even being mentioned like as an option.
as an option, right?
Because the ones that create the school curriculum are the ones trying to give you a loan.
Right.
And they're the ones, since you're about 5 years old, they tell you if you want to be somebody, go to college.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, I'll be here waiting to give you the money.
Isn't that a weird stigma? Did you go to? Oh, do you ever? No, I never went to college. It's like all of a sudden.
It
now
depends
you're
where you.
different.
Yeah, it depends where you come from. Because then you got some places where like you get in some social circles and they're like, "Was your school Ivy League school?
Right.
Did you go to a state
There's
school?" or whatever?
always
Like,
a way
some
to
people like always,
compartmentalize things, man.
to be honest, and for what I'm doing now, like I saw that the school you went to doesn't matter. It's just a piece of paper that says that you care enough about this job that you went and got into a debt. Like, that does show a little bit of more initiative. Like, he wants his job bad enough to where he now owes $60,000
for the next 25 years.
Yeah, it's like, I'll take you a little more serious than the high school guy, but I don't care what school you went to. Like, you were willing to drop a whole bunch of money. So,
right.
I don't know. Just have a plan. Like, college is cool. Like, we're kind of beating it up right now, but make an informed decision for real is the biggest point.
Yeah, because with culinary school, I feel they didn't really teach you if you were to work in a restaurant, like, to get your ass kicked in a restaurant.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just gotta have that experience. I guess.
And then when they get in restaurants, they're like, "Whoa, I don't know if I want to do this."
Because
it's like they try to give you like a simulation, but it's nowhere near
the same.
what it really is.
I mean, is that like they show in the Gordon Ramsays and all that stuff, like people treating each other like garbage?
No, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
I've heard that from many people.
Yeah,
like
that's
I wouldn't be able to do that. I can't.
Yeah, when it gets wild in a restaurant, and you got probably like a full restaurant, it's crazy, servers not knowing what to do, or taking the order wrong, or doing this, or you got 20 minutes on the ticket. Yeah, you got somebody hollering, screaming at you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
So you've been there, you've lived through that.
Yeah.
That's just bad. You're like, dude, that's just being a cook.
I worked at Joe's Crab Shack on a Mother's Day.
Oh, this is what you said. You got to take the holidays on these days, right?
Yeah, you do. This was like what, 5 or 6 years ago. And it was so many tickets, he had them wrapped around his neck. He's just like, whatever. He just wrapped them around his neck. Yeah.
He's like, we got this one.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever. Just cook everything.
Everything on the menu.
Yeah,
start making it.
Just make everything. We need it all. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I've seen so many people walk out.
Oh, just
like
from it was just
yeah,
taking
you
too
just
long.
can't take it. Like,
a walk out of being like in the back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets so like wild. Yeah, you got to be a certain kind of person.
Yeah, I heard you got to have some thick skin back there.
Yeah, because you just got to ignore each other. Because you'll get cursed out, but it's not like intentionally.
Sure.
It's like
reminds me of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't really mean that, just in the heat of the moment. I was waiting 30 minutes on my food, so I didn't mean to curse you out. So it's all good.
But I've also heard that there's like a very, very strong bond between those kind of people in the back.
Yeah.
It's a very, very strong bond.
Yeah, it is.
Most of the time.
I've gotten a lot of friends from different restaurants and stuff that I'm still cool with to this day.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
You got any crazy kitchen stories? Like anything wild never happened? You're spitting anybody's food?
Nah,
that's crazy.
Nah.
I'm just messing with you.
I've seen people drop shit and put stuff back.
Oh,
I've definitely seen
that's
that.
terrible. Oh no.
Yeah, I know a couple of places that aren't that clean and things of that nature, but not nothing too wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's that 5-second rule.
Yeah. Some people just don't care.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot more of those kind of people today.
Yeah.
In 2020, it's like that ratio is getting bigger.
Yeah, especially the younger ones.
Just do your job.
Yeah, the younger ones are just
What is your
trash.
job? Okay, what is it? Oh, okay, you run the teller. Okay, do the best job you can do.
Right.
Do that job the best you can. Like I don't know.
It's far-fetched.
It is a little
I
far-fetched.
remember I had a chef in high school as a substitute teacher. It was like for English class or something like that. And he spent the whole day just talking about his experience as a chef. And he was talking about people dropping stuff. And he was like, you can guarantee, like, if you're at a high-end restaurant where, like, that piece of meat costed the restaurant, like, $20 and they drop it, you're going to eat it.
It's going
right
right
back up. They will pick it right back up.
Yeah.
It was like, it's the more expensive restaurants you got to worry about because they drop stuff, you're going to eat it.
That's crazy.
He's like, if it's Chick-fil-A or something, you drop the nugget, they'll go make another nugget. They go
Right.
grab 20 more, whatever, they're good. But
I never thought of it like that.
you paid for, like, that Kobe steak, like, $15 it cost the restaurant, and I'm trying to sell it to you for $30 and I dropped it. It's like, right back in there.
Yeah, rinse that bitch
It's like, you're
off
not
and
about to throw
put
it away.
Back up there.
Yeah, it's like put it back in the pan for 15 seconds and kill the germs.
Throw it on the grill.
That was just
put some more
tenderizing.
lines on it.
Yeah, pick it up. Throw it on the grill. Put some more lines. Put some more lines on it.
Shit like that.
Oh, that's crazy, man. But it's nice working for yourself, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of challenges. It's very hard in a lot of ways, but it's like with me and Tony. It's like, hey, I got something to do today, dude. I got to go take care of this, and it's not like it's just like okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, that's like, and it's not even an arrogant thing. Like we got kids, and I'm like, Matt, like there's conversations I'm not gonna have anymore as an adult. I'm not gonna ask permission to go take care of my son if he's sick. Like there's just some things like it's not even an arrogant thing. It's just like I feel like I'm not fulfilling what I need to fulfill for my family if I'm in a position where I gotta ask somebody else, please, can I take the day off to go take care of my kid?
My kid's throwing up at home and he's got the flu.
Yeah, that's a huge
Can
deal
I go?
to
Can
me.
I?
Like,
Can I take off?
Yeah. No, those things I don't miss.
Yeah, no.
If I'm just not, if I'm not feeling it, I'm good.
Like here's the phone
right.
list, find your replacement. Like
Oh God,
that's terrible. And you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah,
like
man.
I understand it from a business owner perspective because if we were expecting somebody to go to a shoot,
Sure.
and we were out, and you're gonna call me and tell me I'm not going to the shoot, I'm like, are you serious? Like who's going there?
Now
Like,
you're gonna go.
But at the same
We're
time,
gonna keep it small. We're gonna keep it small.
yeah, no, that's part of the growing pains. But at the same time, it's like, nah, man, there's just conversations I'm not gonna have anymore. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask, can I please take the day off to take care of my son? Like it's not, because you know what? And I guess it depends on who you work for. Because there's probably people that got jobs that they love and people that have great bosses. Probably, in my experience, you break your back for that and you figure it out and you leave your kid with your mom or something to still go to work and it's not appreciated.
Yeah.
It's like at the first chance they get, they cut an hour or you get skipped for a raise or, you know, it's always something where it's like, wow, like you really, you bend over backwards for it and it's like, it's not really reciprocated the way it should be.
Right.
And it's like, nah, I'll go work for myself, man.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when you were at your last real job, that was the best food those kids have ever gotten.
Oh, you were cooking over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, she was like...
But that's not, was that what you were supposed to be, like you were cooking or you just did that out, like, what was your actual job title?
No, she
Kitchen manager.
Kitchen
okay,
manager.
okay,
Yeah, she was the
okay.
cook. She's,
okay.
Yeah.
she's
I
the
thought
chef.
that would have been cool. Like I thought you was like teaching the kids. You was like, by the way, I'm just gonna take it on myself to.
Nah, I wanted to do that though. We had remember we had talked about that.
Yeah.
So look, we'll bring that back up.
Yeah, my bad.
As things go.
Yeah. But I remember, dude, you were like, see how they've always done it, and you were like, yeah, but that's not as delicious or nutritious.
Right,
So
right,
I'm gonna bring in some things. I'm gonna swipe the card. I'm gonna get the nice stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing some chicken cheesy rice. We're gonna make it really nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was so good, and the kids loved it.
Yeah.
They loved your food.
Yeah. It was
Man.
good.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing everything so remedial.
Yeah, or just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what people do, and that's why a lot of food's trash.
Mm.
Because all you got to do is like 2 extra steps.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll
Take the
make
time
it- yeah.
and make it right.
Yeah. Even down to like, plating and things like that.
Mhm.
We eat with our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So if it looks good, you good.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people buy stuff and it tastes nasty but look good.
It looked nice.
Yeah.
Got them to buy it.
Right.
I tell you what. You tell me if I'm wrong as a professional. Like at my house, I got a rule. It's like I better not see that stove on all the way high. I was like, I'm about tired of everybody just throwing everything on the highest it can go and thinking if it cooked faster. It's like, nah man, put it on medium and let that thing cook, man. Let it take its time. Like they stay like, rah, like it's either on or off. Like I'm like, I be getting so upset. I'm like, if you would have cooked your eggs at a lower temperature, that junk would have tasted way better.
Oh yeah.
Like why are you putting it on high, like, and then throw it on there? Like they making garbage at the house. I'm like, yo, I'm cooking for myself. Like.
It's so funny.
Rushing the process.
Yeah, when you told me that story like a couple years ago when we first got. It's like one of the first time I came over and you were cooking for me.
Yeah.
Tony, he's very old school. He's great, man. Whenever I come to his house, he's always preparing food. He's doing all this, and he was like, "Let me tell you something. You see this dial right here? It never goes past medium. I'm gonna duct tape the side of it so that you can't go past me." I was like, "This dude," but you know what? From then on out, I've never cooked high anymore.
There's no real need to. You mess around in the middle of whatever you're cooking is raw still.
Right.
It's like the only time I turn it on like super high is if I want to do a steak. I like burned it, like I'll sear it, and then I like turn it down or whatever.
What's the best way to make a steak, in your opinion?
Well, look, I just bought this cast iron with the lines on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can with the lines on it.
Is that the official
you
way
work
to
for
say
Burger
that?
King?
Yeah, with the lines on it. When I'm not grilling, so like
Wait
I got
a
the
minute.
cast iron.
With the lines on it. Okay,
with
so
the
all right.
lines on
You know you can
So
do that on a foreman, right?
No.
Oh, so you got a foreman grill now?
Nah, it's a cast iron.
Okay,
guys.
which is nice.
Got it from Amazon.
Okay. Now
the
you got to
lines
season
on
this thing, right? That's the thing with those cast
Yeah,
iron
as you
sticks.
keep using it, it just keeps.
You don't clean it really.
Nah, you lightly clean.
Very
it.
light.
Like
Yeah.
just towel it off, right?
Yeah,
Right,
like
right,
water,
right.
like
Yeah.
water, and you kind of scrub it a little bit. No harsh
Nah,
chemicals
nothing,
or you know
nothing
like.
wild.
Yeah.
And it just kind of just builds in the flavor.
All right,
of
so
it.
you got your the cast iron with the lines in it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I just really do. I'm simple with my seasonings. Because in school, they teach you all you really need is salt and pepper. You really only need salt and pepper on a steak. and I do a little garlic and onion. And then
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
Yeah.
And when I do fresh herbs, I'll do like some thyme and some rosemary.
Butter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
butter,
you
of
got
course.
it.
Butter it up, fresh garlic.
Dude, my man Gordon Ramsay, he's like butter into the pan.
Yeah, you
You
got
like Gordon Ramsay?
Perfect.
Yeah, I like. I've been watching that 24-hour Hell on Wheels or whatever.
Oh, his newer show.
I
How
like
was
that
it?
one. That's pretty dope.
I'm watching him on the Disney Plus on the Disney Plus, the National Geographic show he had where he goes like a globe trotting, very similar to the Tony Bourdain kind of thing. But he goes to he went to Panama, and he would spend a week in Panama and learn about all the traditional ways they cook, and then at the end of the week he'll do his take on it, but using the traditional. But anyway, I love Gordon
Right?
Ramsay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing something like that too.
Wouldn't that be
Traveling
cool?
and just eating.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, because I like just eating anyway. As much as I like cooking.
What's a good cheap meal? Like people think that you got to spend a lot of money to make something dope at the house. Like, can you make it work at Walmart?
You can make anything work at Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get some
Go
great
grab
value chicken thighs and
Yeah.
just kill it.
Yeah, you could spend about $20 and be good with a decent meal. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm real simple with it anyway.
Yeah.
Says the person that eats Chinese food all the time.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I mean, I think everybody likes rice though. It's
Yeah.
like rice and chicken is the
yeah,
staple everywhere.
rice, rice, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. Yeah, real easy to make, cheap.
What's your favorite food to eat? Like,
She said Chinese.
well, yeah, I'm talking about like if you were to like, what's your let me rephrase it. What's the most favorite thing you make that you like the most? What do you
I
think?
make a mean stir fry rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's because no, I'm not gonna front because like sometimes I'll cook so much during the week or the weekend. I'm burnt out during the week and I don't want to cook shit.
You don't want to do nothing.
I'm like I don't even want to see the kitchen.
That's interesting.
I'm like I'm good on it.
Yeah.
And I try not
You
to
got
be
it out.
like that because I'm like I want to get healthy and all that other good stuff as I'm getting older. But I'm like I hate it. Can somebody
Makes
else
sense.
cook for me?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
But no, I just eat whatever. I hate to say that too, but I do eat whatever. Not as just unhealthy, but I just eat all kinds of food. I eat pork and everything.
Word. Cool.
I was
man.
thinking about stopping that just because I feel like I don't know if you got to the point where like that. I feel like I slowed down. Like I feel my body slow down when I start eating a lot of pork.
Yeah, well, I don't eat like a whole bunch of it. Bacon, of course.
Gotta have the bacon.
I don't know if
dude.
it's just because I'm old, but like depending on what I eat, I can feel my energy level change
Nah, I'm old
drastically.
too, so
I'm
I
like,
Nah, me
definitely,
too, me too.
Yeah, I'm old too, so I definitely feel the energy change. That's why I want to start eating. Like I even want to incorporate at least a plant-based meal once a week.
Yeah.
So trying to switch it up a little bit because I know all what you ingest and everything, all that stuff is really taps in with your energy and how you feel, and all
Your
that
psyche,
shit.
all
Yeah,
that stuff.
your thoughts, your dreams. So yeah, definitely want to switch that up a little bit. Plus, everybody's dying all young and shit.
Yeah.
nah, yeah, it's rough.
It's that bacon, baby.
Yeah, they are.
My goodness. All right, well, that's the show. Now, everybody's all dying young and shit.
Yep, leap year. Here we go.
That's right, man. All right, well, 2020.
What's the move?
What's the move? I mean, you got your brunch thing going on. I mean, what's the next big step?
We're just gonna see. I'm just riding this thing out. I got a couple of things coming up. As in, well, I got a whole bunch of catering and stuff coming up too. But I have some other things I'm just working on, like merch and another brunch, and just trying to get, probably do some more pop-ups and stuff this year. So
Good. Just kind of ride it a little bit.
yeah,
See where it takes you.
right. I'm just trying to see how this year goes. Second year, it's a good vibe. It's starting off very well. So.
Good. Well, we appreciate you coming.
I know. I love these mics. It makes me want to do one of those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sound like legit, right?
Right.
It's what Joe Rogan uses. And Charlamagne and you watch The Breakfast Club, they use these mics.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do one of those videos when I'm eating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You talking about like the ass smear?
yeah, they're like that. Yeah, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Like, yeah, that's so good.
I seen they
Hear it.
Oh my gosh.
they
did
had
you
Cardi
hear
B
that?
do Bodak Yellow with one of those things. She did the whole song like whispering.
Oh jeez, it's a creepy sound, man. Dude, I don't know why this made me remember you. You posted something on Facebook where it was like you had your mac and cheese and you were like, if it don't sound like this, it ain't right.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, dude, it was like, And I was like, dude, I want that in my mouth right now, dude. So ridiculous. I have to find it and put it up to the mic because that was hilarious. But you're like, if your mac and cheese don't sound like that.
Yeah, I got to.
Well, hey, I think we're gonna come to brunch. Maybe if not this Sunday because we're working. I mean, it's every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We'll be there.
Definitely gonna be there.
Yeah. Awesome, Dro. It's great to see you.
Same to you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, man. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Tony, we good?
Yeah, I'm good. You got anything you want to plug besides what you said? Signing out where they're gonna. You said where it is. Where's the brunch again?
Suite 1200, 731 Granby Street, the old Janae's, across the street from what is it?
The Greyhound.
Greyhound bus station.
Word.
Oh, that's walking distance from me.
Shoot. Yeah, man. We'll be there.
$20 brunch, $20 bottomless mimosas.
Bottomless mimosa. That's a selling point right there.
Some
Yeah,
good
we're
vibes, good people, good
Good.
music.
Good. Well, we'll be there.
Dope.
Dro, thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you
the
for
best.
having me.
We'll see you again soon for sure.
Yeah, I did good. I didn't say too much.
No, you did. You sounded great.
Nah, yeah, you did real good.
Oh, very
You did
nice.
real good. The trick is whenever you hear a coming, just stay quiet.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's what they teach you.
That's what I was doing. I was like, I'm just
Live
gonna
in that
think-
silence.
I was like, yo, I'm just gonna think about the shit before.
Yeah,
I
just
even say
live in it
anything.
for a minute.
Yeah,
People don't realize that.
I'm still
like,
working on that too.
trying to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I get
Where'd you
paid.
go to school? Because they taught me that at ECPI. They made me take
Yeah, ECPI.
Yeah, you did it for the
Yeah,
cooking
the
too.
Culinary Institute.
Word.
They make you take public speaking. They tell you that it's like everybody wants to do or find crutches. It was like whenever you feel a coming, just stay silent. It was like it sounds more natural than you think it does.
Yeah.
Like people like if I stay quiet too long, it's like
Nah.
people expect that.
you're
Just stay
you're
quiet,
thinking.
gather your thoughts, and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta have like an counter next time. Like
Oh, dude, I'll
shit.
lose.
Only 3
I'll
ums.
freaking lose. Dude.
And do a drinking game where whoever says and see what the fuck we end up at.
Oh man. All right. Well, hey, cheers. Let's call it, man. I'm Matt.
It's Tony, and
This
this
is
is hold on.
Chef
Give
Drop.
her her spot. Now let's go. Yeah.
Let's
Give
do
her
it.
her
Okay.
spot.
All right, here we go. Ready? I'm Matt,
It's Tony.
Chef Drop.
and this is the Tsunami Podcast.
Yeah, man.
Clapping button. Clapping button.